Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a brownie in a mug. I make these all the time when we have people over or if I'm just craving something chocolatey that's easy to make. So what you're going to need for these are 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup brown sugar, 2 tablespoons cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons vegetable oil, and 2 tablespoons milk, and a mug, and also a microwave. So again, these are super easy to make, and let's get started. So first I'm just going to take my all-purpose flour, and I'm going to use my 1/4 cup, and just put 1/4 cup of that into the mug. So once I've got leveled out 1/4, I'm just going to place it into the mug, and mix it all together, mix all the flour together so that there's no lumps left. So now just using a fork, I'm just going to mix it, make sure that there's no clumps or anything. Alright, so now that it's all mixed together, I'm going to take the brown sugar and put 1/4 of that into the mug. And place it in there, and then mix it with the flour so that, again, there's no clumps or anything that's getting in the way. So as you can tell, my mixture is all mixed out and has barely any clumps in it. So now I'm just going to take 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and place it into the mixture. Now I'm just going to mix this all together, and this is probably the most important step to make sure that there is now absolutely no lumps, because pretty soon we're going to be adding in our wet ingredients, so you want to make sure that it's easy to blend and so it doesn't create kind of a rough paste rather than a really smooth brownie consistency. An optional part of this is to put in a sifter, put the mixture in a sifter and then put it back into the mug, because that'll make it really smooth. But if you just want to make it quickly, you can just mix it like this until there are no lumps left. So as you can see now, it has the brownie kind of look to it before you've added, if you've ever bought the pre-packaged brownies, you can see that that kind of is what it looks like. So now I'm going to get a spatula and we're going to start adding in our wet ingredients. For step 5, I'm just going to add in 1 tablespoon instead of 2 of vegetable oil, just to split it in half so that I can mix it together before I have too many liquids that it's hard to mix. So I just have 1 tablespoon vegetable oil, and now I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon milk. And then I'm just going to mix that all into the mixture. It doesn't have to be completely mixed because you still have 1 more tablespoon of vegetable oil and milk to add in, but just to get it started. And it shouldn't be mixing all the way. It should kind of turn into a thick paste. And that's how you know it's time to add in the remainder of your milk and vegetable oil. So as you can see, I have kind of this paste. So now I'm going to add in the rest of my vegetable oil. So just 1 more tablespoon. And the rest of my milk, 1 more tablespoon. And sometimes it's okay to add a little bit extra milk. You want to mix it first and see what your consistency is, and then if you actually need to add some more milk, you can. So now I'm just going to take my spatula and use it to fold the milk and vegetable oil into a mixture that gets all around and nothing dry is left on the bottom of the mug. Alright, so now that I've got it all mixed, I need to add a little bit more milk because it's not at that smooth cake-like consistency. You can tell it's kind of thick still. You want it to be almost runny and able to swish it around. So I'm just going to add about a half tablespoon more of milk and mix it together. Now I'm just going to use my fork. So you'll know when the consistency is right of the brownie mixture If you've ever made brownies before, you should be able to tell. So as you can tell, it now has that right brownie consistency, and it's lump-free so that there's no flour or anything bitter that you're going to be able to taste once you microwave it. Okay, so now that it's all mixed together, I'm going to place it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Now, once you pull it out of the microwave, you can see that it has a little bit more texture to it, and it smells amazing. But if you want to, you can put it in the microwave for 15-second increments to get it the right consistency that you prefer. So I'm gonna add it in for 15 more seconds. Okay, so now that it's done in the microwave, this is an optional step, but I like some ice cream on top of it. So we just have this homemade vanilla ice cream that I'm gonna scoop and put on top of the brownie. So now that I have my ice cream on top, you can get a spoon and enjoy.